feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to bring your loved ones a little bit closer. So we have the call lines open, so be sure to get in there. The callers are chosen at random, and we're going to have fun tonight. It's a date night, just you and me. So just a couple things coming up so that you know. We have the development circles. So they're right around the corner. We have the beginners and the advanced, and they are filling up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So this is the beginners here. And the beginners is for anyone, right? If you're just looking to develop your gifts, try to practice them a little bit more, this is really the circle for you. Then there is the advanced spirit development circle. So this one is for anyone, you know, that knows how to do a little bit of that reading. You have that flow down, just wanting to get deeper connection. So we have a blast. There's so much to do and talk about. Now, the other thing coming up, you guys, that I'm so excited about is the Pets Connect event. So this is really going to be a lot of fun where I am going to be connecting to your fur babies, your little loved ones on the other side. So this is going to be psychic, medium, and all animals are included. So just know, and that will be a lot of fun. So if you've got a fur baby and you want a psychic reading or a medium reading, you may just get one. So grab your ticket. We have a lot of fun with that. And of course, I know a lot of you have heard me talking about the upcoming event with Mavis Patilla. You guys, I can't begin to tell you how excited I am to work and serve spirit alongside this legendary medium, Mavis Patilla. So this is Saturday, April 10th, and it is 10 a.m. Pacific time because we really wanted to make sure that all time zones were able to join us. So Mavis has been doing this 50 years. She probably hates that we keep mentioning that, huh? I do feel like it's 50. I should now double check. She is so youthful, but she's amazing. She's incredible. And, you know, if you've ever seen her, she has this ability to really speak to your soul with spirit. So I'm really excited about this. You can also grab those tickets. So, you know, there's a lot coming up. There's a lot for us to do and a lot for us to enjoy. So many options for you. So regardless if it's your fur babies, if it's wanting to connect, Mavis and myself, grab your ticket. We've got the circles. A lot of things are really going on. Okay. And let's just see. I do believe that we've got one more, and that is the spiritual business. So this is the group mentoring. This is a lot of fun. We just recently finished a round. So a lot of times, you know, you're wanting to build your own spiritual business, but you don't know where to start or you're feeling stuck. There's so many things here that we go to really help you. Regardless of where you are in your process. So if you're just starting or you already have a business, want to bring in more clients, whatever it is, I'm there to help you. We do it in a group setting. It's a lot of fun. There's certainly so many connections. Okay. So much is happening. There's a lot for you to play with and join with. Let's just kind of get to some of the readings. This is really going to have a lot of fun. We're going to enjoy, you know, let's go ahead and just see, who's here. So you know the rules, right? Make sure you turn off your cell phone, no ringing, dinging, blinging. Let's go ahead and mute the husband, kids, and pets. No speaker phone. Just be present. You got to listen. I know no checking the laundry or taking the dog for a walk right now. Let's go ahead. And if you're in the call line, listen to your area code, know your question or your connection. Okay. And this way we'll just get through as many as we can. Oh, I want to share with you. I'll be posting it as well, but so much fun. For anyone who caught the last date night, you remember we had a Christy call through and it was her sister-in-law. And I said something about a spade. I said a spade and then a club. And I remember thinking, that spade just sounds so crazy. And you just give something, you're not really sure how it's going to connect. And anyhow, just a few days after we went live, she just kind of turns her head over. And sure enough, if the next car next to her doesn't have in the rear view mirror the spade, and just so much fun, right? Like how random is that? And just even on my live yesterday, joking around saying, listen, Spirit can send you any sign, right? They could send you a Phillips head screw to let you know they're around. And one of the gentlemen watching was like, Colby, I just went to the mailbox and noticed a Phillips head screw in the street, which I thought was odd. So again, you see how these connections come in. That is your loved one. That is how they connect. So some may use birds and butterflies and coins, but some may use something different, unique. It could be anything. It's just whatever triggers that thought of that loved one and that knowing of whether it's your guide or that loved one around, it's trusting that and knowing it. Okay. How about 334? Hey, 334. This is Colby. Who is this?
This is Casey.
Hi, hello? Casey. How you doing, honey?
Not that good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What can I do for you,
I hear
today,
you,
honey?
I like to reconnect my husband and my son.
Okay, got it. Okay, I got it. I feel when I connect, I feel there's a with your husband, I feel a sense of a very loyal man. Like I feel like he's very loyal. He's loyal to his friends. He's loyal to his family. Yes. And I get a strong work ethic with him, like a very strong work ethic. You understand this? And he gives me the feeling where I feel like there's some health issues with him as well. So even though he's dealing with health issues, I feel like he's still trying to be there for the people around him. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like with your son just makes me feel like this is a little bit of a quicker passing with your son. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like with your son, okay. I feel like with your son, I don't feel like you got to say goodbye to him. Does that make sense that you weren't able to say goodbye?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what I get around this is I feel like clearly your son is on the other side with your husband. And I do feel like your husband keeps an eye on your son. I feel like with your son, there's a quickness to the passing. So I feel like for him, he's someone that makes me feel like he was on the road. So I'm not sure if this was an accident that happened, but he gives me the feeling of not being able to say goodbye. Okay. I also get the feeling with him, he makes me feel like he was working through something. So it almost feels like he was on a journey of putting his life together, on a journey of putting things back together for himself. And I feel like he makes me feel like this is something where on the other side, your husband's with him, his dad is with him. He also gives me a beautiful sensitivity, like with his eyes. I feel like his eyes may look like his father's eyes, or there's a connection to his eyes, honey. But I know he's got the sweetest eyes, and there's a real sweetness to his personality. And I don't know if he had bangs or if you just would brush his bangs to the side when he was a young boy, but he gives me a sense of a lot of these cute little dimples and these eyes. I know the passing has been difficult because I feel like you feel alone, but I also know that they're letting me know that they're around you. And I also feel like we've got either coming up right around now there's a birthday. So they're giving me the sense to say happy birthday. So I do feel like we've got that happy birthday happening. Okay. So I do want to just give you those things. Your husband holds your hand. So he lets me know he holds your hand, honey, and he lets me know that he kisses your hand. So I know he's a bit of a gentleman. So he kisses your hand, and he just wants to let you know that they are okay, that you don't need to worry about them, that it's just more about them worrying about you, and that you just kind of finding that will to find joy, because I know that's been difficult for you to find that joy. But they're just letting you know that they are okay. All right. So, okay. Are you there, Mommy? Okay. So I just want to share that with you. Okay. Okay.
I'm here.
So okay.
I'm here.
And I just, okay. So did this help, honey? Did this help you feel a little better? Because they let me know they're okay.
Okay. Then I'll feel better. Yes.
Yeah. I don't want you to worry. And the other thing is, don't worry about your son. I feel like you really worry about your son. I don't know if it's that you worry if he's cold or if there's something about, but he's okay. So I don't want you to worry about him at all. Okay.
Okay.
And lots of love to you. Okay. I know it's hard. I know it's really hard and you feel alone, but they're right there with you. Okay. Okay. All right. Lots of love, sweetheart.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. Here we go. 386. Hi, 386. This is
Hello.
Colby. Who is this? Hi.
Hi, this is Lori.
Hi, Lori. How are you, hon?
Good, thanks. I was just looking to see if my dad came through.
Okay, got it. Lori, would you understand a male? I don't know if this is your dad, so hang on one second. Would you understand a dad who is definitely a bit of a straight shooter? Like, I've got a man that definitely stepped right forward. He's very much a straight shooter kind of a guy, right? I just feel like there's like a sense of being no kind of BS. And a sense of not pretentious, like a dungaree. Like I see a man like who's outside working with his hands. Would you understand this with your dad? Was your dad good with his hands or good at fixing things around the house?
Yeah, sort of. I did, you know what though? I think it's my brother-in-law.
Okay. Would you, this guy definitely, real quick, because I know I almost feel like there's a guy I've got that either would work on houses or would be the guy who everyone's calling to come over and fix something at the house or a heater, or that's your brother-in-law?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And he was a bit older too, so.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I know we want dad, but if you don't mind, this gentleman wants to come through for a hot second, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yep.
There's also something, again, I don't know if I see Wrangler, like the Wrangler jeans. I don't know if the guy wore jeans or if there's a connection to Wrangler or if that's more.
No, it's the jeans.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, got it. Anyhow, I get a sense with him too. Now, is it him? There's someone with a piercing as well. So is there another man in the family where we would understand a piercing, ear piercing or nose piercing? They're bringing attention to someone with a piercing. Yeah, this is someone more in the living. And this is a younger man in the living still. He's still in the living. So I feel like this brother-in-law, would you understand this brother-in-law having a son? Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because I feel like there's something around his kids. So he makes me feel like he's got more than one child because he said kids.
He has two sons with him there.
Oh, on the other side. Okay, thank you. Would you understand? Yeah. Okay, there's got to be something here where he gives me a sense where I wonder what this piercing is. I would find out if someone in the living, the piercing makes me feel like it's someone in the living, I think. Do you mind finding out? Just find out later. There's literally a piercing. Ear piercing, nose piercing. There's something that it gives me. So you know what?
What? my sister, who was his wife, has a nose piercing.
That's it. Thank you. Okay.
So
thank you, because that's it. So I feel like he wants to give her a message. Okay. Because I feel like, because she's in the living still, correct? Because the piercing's in the living.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. So I feel like it's, even though I just feel like he wants to apologize for her and apologize, I think, for some of the behavior. Okay. Because I feel like there was a lot of emotions going on with them. There was a lot of love, but a lot of emotions between the two of them. Do you understand this? And I
do understand that.
Okay. And he makes me feel like, I don't know if he had a temper, but he makes me feel like his fists are tight or at one point. And so I feel like he wants to relax his hands and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't. Maybe that I don't, again, a sense of anger that I didn't work on that more and that I didn't just kind of know that you were trying to help me. Okay. Because I feel like she was there. I feel like she tried to help. And then I just feel like it got to a point where they just didn't seem like they could be together. And so now I wonder do you know if for one of these sons, if one of these sons responsible for their own passing, or do you understand a responsibility for someone's passing on the other side, where they are responsible for their passing?
Well, not one of them. There would be a little bit of responsibility, but not a lot.
Okay,
some.
Okay, there gives me a sense of like maybe someone was using substances. Would that be correct around one of these two boys?
No, one of them was drinking when the accident happened, but it wasn't his fault.
Oh yeah,
but had he not been drinking, maybe he could have avoided the whole situation.
Okay, what I get, let me just tell you what I get. I think this is someone else on the other side. Because I feel like there's.
Oh, then it's my nephew. Okay, it's my nephew. It's his nephew too. Then.
Okay, thank you. Because I feel like this young man, because he takes responsibility, and he gives me a sense of letting me know that that he's learned a lot, but he's okay, right? Like he's happy, he's doing great. I think he's very, very artistic because he just keeps showing me a lot of creativity, drawing, maybe a connection to music. So he's letting me know that he's creating and he's helping to create, okay? And then really quick, your dad comes in as like the sheriff in town, though. So your dad comes in as your dad comes in as the watchman. Like, so, I don't know if there's a connection to a watch with your dad or if your dad literally was the person people would go to. But your dad is like the rock. Your dad is coming in and it's like, he's the one everyone could lean on. He's the one that people are coming to kind of get that solid advice, to get that kind of real, kind of, what do I do now? What do I do now? Okay. And then there's two names that quickly came through. There's a D name, like a Don. Do you happen to know that name connected someone in the living or in the spirit world? A D name that I felt like was a Don.
Not that I can think of, but my dad's name was Ron. That rhymes with Don.
Okay, thank you. So he's Ron. Is there a Paul or a P name as well connected to someone? Paul. Really? And
not that I can think of.
I want you to just think if there's a Dawn, D-A-W-N, rather than D-O-N. D-A-W-N, like a Dawn, or I don't think I feel like there's a D. I love that you gave me Ron, which I'm very grateful for, but it's a D, Dawn. And then there's a P, Paul. So again, Paul might be Paula, but your dad is bringing through these names. So I feel like they're connected. So again, just when we get off, maybe go through that family lineage for me.
Okay. Would it be somebody in the afterlife or?
Yeah, they could be in spirit. They could be either living or in spirit. But he gives me those two names. Okay.
Because we have a friend that I'm pretty sure her name is Ashley Dawn that's in the spirit.
Okay, thank you. Would you understand her, a family friend, but And you knew her pretty well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you know her to have a really kind of good sense of humor? Like I feel like a really big laugh with her, like just a lady who's just.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like that's your dad letting us know he's with her. Like just again, see, your dad's kind of like just making sure everybody's okay. Do you know what I mean? It's like your dad never closed the door on anyone. Yeah, he just not going to close the door on anyone. Now, he shows me some playing cards. So would you remember your dad sitting around playing cards with people, or we're getting together to do some family kind of
Oh, yeah, that's
playing?
the big thing. Yeah.
Okay, because he shows me that as well. So apparently he says, you got to watch out for this Ashley Dawn because she's a little bit of a shark. So again, they've got this banter, right? They've got this banter. They've got this sense of humor that's going on. And I feel like with your dad too, there's a sense to your dad. Would you understand some beer with your dad? Beer? Did anyone make their own?
I would
beer
understand beer at the card table, but not just not my dad, but everybody else that's with him.
Do you understand a connection or a memory to a beer garden where we're at something that seems like a beer event or a beer garden? There gives me something like this. I feel like this is where
probably, yeah.
Okay, because it feels like there's music. We've got so sometimes those I forget those German kind of events or like a beer garden with some music, and I just feel like this is something where your dad just enjoyed. I think your dad just really enjoyed these kind of like relaxed outings, right? Like also even I feel like sporting events as well. Am I correct? Like enjoying sports or baseball, I feel like is more specific. Do you understand the
he enjoyed wrestling.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's funny. I used to be a wrestler. Yeah. Okay. He gives me the sense where really quick too. I think you just have a lot of loved ones. Lori, they're all going crazy here. There's a different man though. There's a different man who likes baseball on the other side. So I don't know if it's one of the two boys, but I get a sense of baseball.
Yeah. It would be one of the boys. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Because I tried to see if it was your dad. He's like, no, it's one of them. So again, I just feel like with your dad, it's like, he just kind of lets you know that, he's around you, but he says, you talk to him. So I feel like you chit chat with him. So it's like he really wanted to make sure everyone else had a chance to let everyone know that they're okay. And there is a big heart issue or chest issue. So I feel like, I don't know if this is your dad, but letting us know that there's a heart. So would you understand a heart issue connected to one of these gentlemen on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm getting that heart issue. But your dad makes me feel like he's got a lot of energy. He makes me feel like one last thing is he's around the lawn a lot. So again, I don't know if your dad was out there mowing the lawn or he was the guy who took care of the lawn, but he lets me know he's out in the lawn a lot.
He loves sitting out in the lawn.
Okay. Because
he loved that.
That and the lawn darts. When you play the darts outside, the lawn games or horseshoes. Like, again, I just think, your dad just likes to kind of sit out, chill out, just really listen to the laughter of everybody, have the music playing. Yeah. Just kind of letting everybody know that he's okay. All right.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So I know a lot more came through, which is surprising, but if you don't mind just kind of sharing those messages along for everyone else. Okay.
Oh, I will. That was great that they all came through. That's amazing. I'm not surprised, but I'm amazed.
Yeah, they're all together. So lots of love to you. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, let us do another one, everybody. How about we do 303? Hello, 303. This is Colby. Who is this?
This is Kim.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm well. What could I do for you tonight?
Whatever I need to hear.
Okay, got it. Okay. The first thing I heard was to let go. That's actually the first, to let go. I feel like there's a sense where, almost like this feels like it's coming from someone in spirit, like a male in spirit for you, where I think you're still trying to either hold on. I don't know if it's like hold on or kind of fight what you know. I got to see what he says. Would you understand a male in the spirit world that's not too old for you, Kim? Would that make sense? James. Who's James? You know James?
About the same age?
Pretty
Not
close
that I can
to
think
you.
of.
Yeah. Okay. I've got this feeling, Kim, where there's a male in spirit, okay, where I get the sense for him, this guy is around you. He's a little older than you. He's not exactly the same age. He's a little older, I feel like, okay? And I get the sense where there's something where in your life, like this to me feels like more in your life that it's time for this career change, but you're almost holding on or you're just kind of resisting. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he's saying, listen, this is okay. Like, let's start letting go. Let's start kind of surrendering to this. You're going to be okay. But it's hard for you. Like, I feel like it's sometimes if you don't know the outcome, you're really struggling with it. Okay. But this is a man. You have it, Kim. Do you understand? Let's let go of the age here. Do you understand a male in the spirit world that would either be a father for you or a relative that makes me feel like he's giving you this sound advice? And I just feel like it's someone who's around you a lot.
My dad's in the spirit world.
Okay, that's it then. So to me, your dad doesn't feel very old when he passes. Obviously older than you, but he just doesn't feel very old to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get the sense where he gives me a feeling where it's like, I think for you, it's something that you hold on to. Like, I feel like this has been difficult then for you to either trust, like it's like trusting, because he keeps saying, it's okay, let go. I'll be there with you. I'm okay. And a lot of this something around career. Like, so have you been thinking about making a shift or just kind of questioning where you are career-wise, Kim?
There's a couple things going on, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Trying to revamp my business and then another career.
Okay. I feel like this is about this. To me, he gives me the sense of branching out. So it's like letting yourself try something new. It's almost like trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, because that seems to be a big part of this business. Believing in yourself. Okay. And almost like believing in your gifts, so to speak. Right. So I just feel like he's letting you know that he is with you and that you can do this and that it is about trusting. And it is that letting you know that he is right by you as you're taking these next steps. Okay. Okay. So I feel like with this career, honey, it's let's do it. Even the new career just feels to be like the new beginning for you. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps.
It does.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think that. Well, I think.
Yeah.
That. Is he there? Is it going to be good for my business that I have now?
It makes me feel like he's always going to be there, but it makes me feel like this kind of surrendering and trusting and this new energy you're putting in will pay off. That's more me, but that it will pay off. It will work for you. But it's almost like you have to believe it is what he's saying. Like she has to believe it. Okay. So it's like, so like those reservations or that holding on. It's like, you believe this, you do this and know that this is going to work for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can do that.
Lots of love. Okay. You got this.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Let us do another one. 559. Hi,
Hello.
559. Hi, who is this?
This is Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. How are you?
I'm super excited. My heart is beating really fast.
What can I do for you tonight?
I'm like, yay, I got into. Mine is not really a mediumship, but it's for a personal reading. I feel like I pretty much have all my plates in order, except for an area that I want to improve on. And that area is love. And I want to know if this is hopefully the year where, I'm going to find my compatible mate.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I really do. And I can also see why. It is like you are kind of the person that needs things in order, right? Like it's like everything has to be in order. And I feel like if things are out of order, it's hard for you to focus, kind of create some angst. So I feel like it's like all the other areas needed to have flow, that you needed to kind of feel good in who you are, where you are. I also feel like you kind of did some self-development as well. And so now everything kind of feels stable. So it's like, now I can open up my heart. Now it's like you also want to be, it's two things. Obviously, you want to bring in a good partner, but you want to be a good partner. And like I said, I do think there was some things you were working on so that you would be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like you've done that. And so to me, it's like, yes, now this piece is opening up. Now this piece is really ready. So I feel like this person is coming in, you know, I do feel like it's going to be a little bit more into the year. You know, that timeline can always shift, as we know, but I feel like it makes me feel like it's a little more into the year. And that's just only for circumstance. Like I kind of feel like you're getting something off of the ground. So I don't know if it's like you've got something new you're launching or a new project, but it's like this project, I think, is taking a little bit of your time. And then it's like, okay, now I'm really investing into the dating world, right? And then that's when this person steps in. Are you also, is there a connection either to you moving or redecorating something with your home space, Evelyn?
I wanna fix it up. It's been on my mind. I've just been honestly postponing it due to being lazy. There's no other way to go around it, but I need to, make some home renovations and update it. And I would love to move, but right now real estate is very expensive. So eventually I want to as well.
I feel that it's just about these little projects to spruce the place up. And I feel like if you do that, like you don't even need these crazy renovations like maybe you're thinking, right? Just do some subtle things, some little things. And I feel like that's actually going to make you feel so much better. It's almost like getting back to more color. I just keep seeing, it's almost like 2 years ago. So I don't know if something was 2 years ago where it was a little bit of a deeper time for you, but it's almost like I see more grays, blacks, whites, and now I'm seeing more color. So that just kind of shows me this again. Your positivity, you putting yourself out there, a little bit of that hope is coming back in, right? So taking care of yourself more, I see. So it's like doing these little projects so that the decorations in the house kind of showcase you a bit more of where you're feeling at more today. And again, even the clothing that you wear, because I feel like that's a big, big part of it. And it just feels like it's going to work. Okay. I do. I think too, it's just more making sure that you work outside your comfort zone. That's the next big thing as well. Pushing yourself outside the comfort zone to go out a bit. You're ready. You're really ready.
Yeah. I was thinking I need to get ready after the show, put on some nice jeans and boots and go out. Because I'm not going to find Mr. Right staying home. So
Exactly. Well, you know what I say. FedEx and UPS are not delivering your soulmate at the doorstep these days, right? So that
would be amazing if they did, but
I'll tell you, it doesn't. But I just feel like for you, I just see this kind of light coming around you, this light really stepping in. And I want to encourage you. So bringing in that color. So the pillows, maybe some bedspread, some flowers in the house. And then when you're dressing, something a little brighter. So, even brighter earrings, whatever it is for you. I just feel like it's adding those pops of color because that's really where your soul is at the moment. And that to me is like, yep, this person is coming in. Absolutely. And I really do feel that. And I'm going to suggest a place, especially if it's a place where they have some live music, because I just feel like that's something you would really connect to. And not like a thumping bar, like I think a little bit more of a little low key, where someone's got a band playing and it's very, I don't want to call it a dive bar. I don't want to, but just something that feels very comfortable. It's like a very open space where people feel to be very friendly. I feel like that's going to be your jive.
Yeah. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you so much, Colby. You're such an amazing talent teacher.
Thank you. I really do. This is your year. So let's do it. And then let's make that move. This person's going to be a really good match for you. Okay. Because you're just in such a better place. You really are.
I really am. Yes, you're right.
Super quick. What happened 2 years ago? Yeah, just real quick though. What happened 2 years? Was there a breakup or a separation? I almost get 2 years. So before the pandemic.
I think 2 years ago, my mom got sick, and I just feel like I was depressed because I couldn't help her, but she's in a better place. She's fine. She's better now. But I felt like an empath, perhaps. Her pain, her suffering became my pain. I was that into like feeling, I felt really bad that I couldn't physically help her.
Yeah, it's almost like, again, I felt like it's almost like it put you into hiding in a way, right? Like you were afraid to feel joyful, or you were, because she wasn't. But, just know that you can, and that, it is your happiness. So let's put it out there and let's manifest it for you. Okay.
I will definitely do. You're totally right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Enjoy. I'm excited for you, and have fun. Enjoy. Okay.
I'm finally realized that. So,
okay. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, everyone. Let us do another caller. Let us do another one, right? Okay, here we go. How about 269? Hi, 269. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Rose. Can you hear me?
Hi, Rose. Yes, sweetheart. How you doing?
I am good. I just got back from out to eat with a girlfriend of mine, and we were just talking about our loved ones that had departed. She had lost her husband, and I just thought I'd call in to see if there's anyone around me that some days I feel like they're, because I live alone. So
yes,
it's just been on my mind lately.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. I do feel a woman around you, Rose. All right. So I get a sense of a woman on the other side for you. And I get a sense where this woman, maybe there's something with her breathing, or maybe she was a smoker. So would you understand this? Do you happen to have a mother on the other side, Rose? Because the lady makes me feel very motherly towards you.
A mother, and she wasn't a smoker. I'm trying to think. I can't think of a woman that was. Okay,
but hang on.
A smoker.
Do you understand? That's fine. Do you understand her with some breathing, though? Either her voice had a raspiness, or there was trouble breathing, some COPD, some asthma. Do you understand anything like that if she wasn't a smoker?
Nope. She was 97 years old. And when she got older, there was a woman that I used to work for, and she was kind of a naggy kind of woman. And I can see her being around me. Yes.
Okay. She's on. Okay.
Yeah, but she never smoked. But she could have gotten ill when she went out to Utah, with something like that in her lungs before she died. That I may not have known about.
Okay, I've got this lady, and I also get again. Do you know a B name? Betty is just Betty or Betsy. Again, it could be a middle name. Also connected in the living or in
my
spirit.
Mom. Yep, she's in the living. It's my mom, Betty.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
But she's still living.
That's fine. I got it. That's fine. But your mother is on the other side, correct?
No, she's still living. She's still living.
But the lady, I'm sorry, just to make sure the lady that you thought could have the breathing, that's your mom's friend, and she's on the other side. She's in spirit, correct?
She was my friend. I worked for her. and she was an Olympic gold grandmother. She was a go kind of lady. And she could have had lung issues towards the end and died with pneumonia in a nursing home that she was in. So she could have died, with something.
Okay. I feel like I just feel like with this lady, I feel like she talked a lot. So I've got a lady that makes me feel like she talks a lot, always has ideas about things. She definitely has a lot of energy, like a bigger personality, right? Like she definitely has this bigger personality around her. And I just feel like for her, okay, this is her. And I do feel like there's a sense with her where it's almost like she's kind of encouraging you to go. Like she wants to encourage you to, again, I do feel like, Rose, this is about you. Like you said, you went out with your friend, which is good, but you putting yourself out there, you kind of being that person for other people. Okay. And then, okay. And then the other thing too, just really quick, there is a sense too, where I feel like the husband of the friend you were just at, maybe you could call her back up and just let her know, because she left. She's at home now, right? She's not next to you.
Right. Yeah. She's at home. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like for her, there's a sense where her husband, it's almost like it's hard for her to go out. I think it's hard for her to do things, but he enjoys seeing her trying. He enjoys, and he just wants to thank you because I feel like you get her out or you force her. You know what I mean? You're really kind of showing up to be there for her. And he really, really appreciates that. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to give you. Yeah. I don't know if there's a Michael or a Mac, if somebody called somebody Mac or Michael, but I also have that name coming in.
Yeah, that was a boyfriend that had passed away. Actually, I had two. One was called Michael, and then the other one was called Mickey. And I was more devastated with Mickey when he passed, but his real name was Michael.
That's him. This is him. Yeah. And he just wants to let you know he's around you and a little bit flirty with you, a little bit of a naughty boy. But if he just lets you know that he's around you as well. But it's also just knowing, I think, even at that where you are now in this life, of just letting you know how beautiful he thinks you are. He just finds you to be just so beautiful and sexier than ever.
Yeah, we weren't at the greatest towards the end, and he had a heart attack. We weren't on really great terms. And I had a reading with Rebecca Fearing before, and she said she didn't even want to connect with him because he was so angry. He was so mad. So that's good to know. Maybe he's been a little more, easing up. I think he was a little upset with me. If he is around, is because the guy that I was dating, and Mickey was always real protective of me. And I did get rid of the guy that I was dating, and I could tell that I didn't feel comfortable and I didn't feel at ease, in my own home. And so I'm glad I did what I did. And if Mickey is around, that's a good sign. Yeah, because he was really a worker. He was always protective of me, and I was so devastated when he passed away. He passed away with $250,000, and we weren't married, and I didn't get a penny.
Well, that's okay. You weren't meant to. I'm going to just mute you really quick because I do want to just get this message from him out to you. So I hope you don't mind. I just feel like, he does not feel angry to me. And I do feel like there was a sense of him being much more playful now. And just this sense too of letting you know how beautiful you are, to just stand in your power. And it's kind of like just knowing there was that soul connection. I know you guys know you had it. And that's also, why it's hard sometimes when someone is angry in the living, because they felt that connection. So just knowing that he is with you, he's around you, and he is sending you all of his love. Okay. So I will leave that with you, Rose. Okay.
Thank you so much, Colby. I enjoy your show.
You are welcome. All right. You have a beautiful night, and just know he is around you. All right, everybody. that is the end of our show. I know it goes by so quickly, and I did try to get as many of you in as I can. Just know too, just kind of on that point, just me as a medium, myself, I don't feel that people, once they transition, I think any of those things we felt in the living, we certainly release once we transition. So I don't feel that when we transition, there is resentment or guilt or anger. I really don't. I feel that in the response of immediate passing, everything is washed away. It's just that they now reflect on their life, and maybe they have to make up for something. Maybe they have to look at something, maybe kind of go deeper with something. So just know that your loved ones are around you. Don't worry if they're okay. They certainly are okay. And I love Evelyn's outlook on love. You absolutely have to put yourself out there in every way that you can. The more ways that we do put ourselves out there, the more opportunities we are giving the universe to bring our loved one to us. So lots of love to you, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. And I will see you next week. And be sure to sign up for those classes, workshops, the pet event, Mavis. We are here. I'm excited to have you and see you. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.